top of the hour. And I'm telling you, family, you are in the right place at the right time. This is actually my favorite call of the week. It is where you just get to come and just become a sponge. You're just poured into from the absolute top-notch leader, not in our company. I'm saying in the industry. So with that, I am so proud to announce Greg Baldwin. He is absolutely my brother, and he is a mentor to thousands and thousands more to come. So on that note, Greg Baldwin, take it away.
Thank you so much for that, Milani. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed. I mean, I'm looking at the people coming in. It's our global family. I see Marshonda here, tremendous leader, Bridget Copeland Harris. And, you know, to hear just wonderful words from someone like you, someone I have all the respect in the world for. I want you guys to know she's more than just a busy mom of five. She's a true leader, a pioneer, and is a pillar in our community. So thank you so much for all that you do as well. Appreciate you so much. And to all of the global community, welcome to today's Locker Room Talk. To say that I am over the moon excited is really an understatement. And it's so ironic because today is what they call 9/11, right? And I'm sure everyone can remember where they were on that day. And my hope and goal for today is for that narrative, for your 9/11 to change, for your 9/11 to be something completely different as a consequence of what I'm going to share with each and every one of you today, because we live in a day and time where people are being controlled by other people's narratives. And so if you want to create a life by design, rather than living one by default at $1 a day for 84 days, you have to be in control of that. And that is my hope and prayer that the Creator uses me to transfer this information to each and every one of you. So please pull in today. All the new members, welcome to our Locker Room Talk. This is where we get down to the nitty gritty. And it's a locker room talk whereby sometimes we're going to say some things that maybe some of you may not like. And we understand that. And I say this every time I do it. Charge anything that I say to my head and not my heart. I've been in this industry for a lot of years, online and offline, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys based on experience. Okay, there's no dictatorship here. We're here as a cooperative to be hope for a hurting world. And our intention is to help each and every one of you succeed. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. What I want to do real quickly is go over a couple business items very, very quickly. I also want to encourage you guys to put your text messages out. Get some of those people out of bed. Get them on today's Locker Room Talk. It's a new 9/11 after today. Get them in here, please, okay? So the business items I want to talk to you guys about real quickly is that it's very, very important, leaders, that every member gets an external crypto wallet. You need to do that. I know some of you have gotten involved because someone gave you a token. Maybe there were some member-to-member transfers, but it's very, very important that everyone around the world get yourself an external wallet, okay, whether it's a Coinbase, crypto.com, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. It's important to get that because you're going to be introduced to the game of games, and that being cryptocurrency, and you're going to be able to withdraw your funds, and you have to be able to withdraw to an external wallet. And for many of you, this may be your simplest way to get into the cryptocurrency space. So start there. Make it your business to open up an account. It's very, very easy. From there, you want to get a hard wallet, and we're going to do training on those kinds of things as well. But every member, you need to get yourself an external wallet, okay? The other thing I want to talk to you guys about in terms of some members and leaders, you want to also leave some reserves in your account too, okay? Because obviously you have a lot of people that get involved. They want to do this, and there's some stickiness in the conveyor belt of people getting enrolled because they don't have an external wallet. Well, if you withdraw all of your funds, how are you going to be able to support those people with a token or a member-to-member transfer? So remember, we're a cooperative, okay? We're helping each other in a cooperative environment. So it's very, very important that we do those things there, all right? So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to get into today's training. And like I said, I just want the Creator to use me today to really impart something to you guys that I believe with every cell of my being, it really is the greatest project on the planet for the masses, bar none. They often say that experience is the greatest teacher, but I'm here to let you guys know it's not. It is not the greatest teacher. Evaluated experience is. And so a lot of times when people get involved in different opportunities, I can speak for myself. Anytime I've gotten involved in projects or opportunities, I gave my all to it, all right, because I wanted to squeeze as much juice out of it as possible. And I believed in it 100%. And if it didn't work out, I was able to evaluate some of the holes in it. So next time I moved on to another opportunity or project because of evaluated experience, not just because I signed up in something, I'm able to see the real deal, okay, the real contenders from the pretenders. So case in point, some people say, well, this is just like gifting. That is someone that has not evaluated their experience, because when you say that and you look at CoopCrowd and think that it's the same thing, you have not evaluated your experience whatsoever. This is a new animal. There's never been anything done like this ever before in human history. And when I tell you guys, each and every one of you, listen to me here, each and every one of you, you have the opportunity as of 9/11/21 to change the trajectory of your family tree forever. And it can be done in 84 days to a mathematical certainty. And I'm going to share some things with you to really unlock that in each and every one of you. We're going to break this thing down to so simple of a form that each and every one of you can win. And you don't have to be a great salesperson. You don't have to be a great speaker. There is no specific prototype. You just have to be a team player and understand the vision of what it is that we're doing. Because I've said this many times before. My grandmother, who was one of my greatest teachers, she was the one that taught me unconditional love. She said, everyone's stories may be different, but our pain is still the same. Here's what I know about each and every one of you, even though we haven't met in person, all right? Everybody on this line, you want to be in control. You want to be your own boss, right? You also want to control your own destiny, and you want to believe passionately in what it is that you're doing. And we live in a day and time right now where I don't think a lot of people are feeling like they're in control of their own destiny. They don't feel like they're being their own boss. They're feeling squeezed. And this is what I want you guys to understand. This is where CoopCrowd comes into the mix. This is why we're the tip of the spear of that kind of change. This is why we're hope for a hurting world. There's a lot of people out here right now that have to decide whether they get a paycheck or do something relative to their health. And we're not going to get involved in that. We're not going to get political. I don't care which side of the fence you're on. I am pro-choice. I'm about being in control of my own destiny. And I'm sure each and every one of you are as well. That's why you're here. So you got to start talking to people about the crowd. Here's what I want you guys to understand. There is no such thing as financially independent. That is a misnomer. Now, there's financial dependence if you're a W-2 and you have a job and you rely on a paycheck, but there's only financial interdependence. And that is where independent thinking people, all right, they come together. They're independent of the good opinion of other people, and they work together synergistically to create something bigger than the sum of the total. I'm here to tell you that's what CoopCrowd is all about. And before I jump into and show my screen, I want to talk to you guys about who's still stuck on 50-50. I'm going to deal with this one last time, and then we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about crowd. Now, here's what I want you guys to understand. 50-50 is not going anywhere. The site's not going to be shut down. If you choose to do so moving forward, that's on you, and you can still do well with that. But I want you to understand why crowd is so much better than 50-50, you guys. We didn't just bring crowd because we wanted to hurt you. It wasn't about a money grab. It's based on evaluated experience. 50-50, it's great when you have an influx of people coming in, but there are peaks and there's valleys. You can't rely on that. It's not residual in nature. Okay, it's almost like this. A mentor might share with me a long time ago. He said, Greg, never walk over 100 pennies to pick up $1. Never walk over 100 pennies to pick up $1. All of you guys are thinking about 50-50. You're thinking about the dollar. But in CoopCrowd, not only walking over 100 pennies, but we're talking about 100 pennies compounded to $1. Never walk over 100 pennies compounded to just pick up $1. The beautiful thing about CoopCrowd is that it's built for speed. It's aerodynamic. It's simple to explain. All right. And that's what you want when you want to duplicate and multiply in your business. I want you guys to understand that. You don't have to explain the Mobius loop or anything like that. And on top of that, the Mobius loop or 50-50 is a 2x2. So there's no incentive for a lot of you to really work deep in your organization. Although I know Bridget Copeland Harris did in 50-50, Nalani Rude did, Marshonda Henderson did. Many of you leaders, you work deep in your organization because you're a true giver, but you didn't receive any financial benefit from that. In crowd, it's a 3x10. There's unlimited bonuses. You can taproot. It's reoccurring. It's residual. It's predictable, and it's fast. because money loves speed. So remember this, for those of you that still stuck on 50-50 and you choose not to really focus on crowd, you're walking over 100 pennies compounded to simply pick up $1. Here's the other thing I want to bring to your attention for those of you that still think 50-50. We told you guys in order to maximize it, right? You have to go all the way up to the 4,000 without withdrawing. So for those of you that say, I need right now money, you weren't withdrawing your money in order to maximize 50-50. You had to climb all the way up to the 4,000 in order to maximize 50-50. In crowd, you're talking about receiving drops of donations every second of every minute of every hour of every day for the rest of your freaking life. Come on now. So let's stop the drama with that. I'm not going to talk about 50-50 anymore. It's not going anywhere, but it's all about the crowd. Okay. Now let me go ahead and share my screen here. We're going to jump right into this thing here. All righty. Make sure I got sound. Fantastic. Now, I've been having a conversation.
You're muted. Greg, you're muted. You're muted, Greg.
Okay, we're going to try to let him know that we can't hear him, guys. Just hold a sec.
Oh, good. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, we'll
Yes,
be
I can
back.
hear you, Kalani.
Okay, yeah. We'll be back in 1 second. No worries. I know whatever he was saying was good stuff, and we do not want to miss out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
okay,
he's
good.
frozen.
Everybody says, no problem, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I love this family. We are full of grace. That's for sure.
Yes.
He'll be back. That's right, Lita.
Yeah, Lita.
That's right. Okay. He will pop back on.
It was his internet.
Okay, I'm going to watch for him to come back on. And we will get him back in here.
Well, while we wait for Greg, what I want to say to the family out there, I'm so proud of you guys. You've been rocking and rolling since the launch. Everybody's putting their head down and going to work. I just wanted to share a couple things while we wait for Greg to come back. I just took a couple notes about leadership because I know we're training everyone on this call to be a leader. And so I wrote a few things, and I just want to share it with you guys. It is really vital that you help those people that you enroll in CoopLife. That means you make sure they're on the calls, you find out what their why is, you find out how much money they want to make, or they want to raise, you make sure they know the scripts, you make calls with them, you make sure they have guests on each call. You help them sign up their first few people, walk them through it. Don't just send it out there, walk them through it. Help is encouraging them when they feel like, this person's going to tear it up and this person doesn't show up. Helping somebody is being there and holding their hand, being their coach and their friend at the same time. Help is laughing with them when they feel like crying because they thought, oh, this person is going to definitely tear this thing up, and they don't show up. Help is being a leader and also, not giving up on your people, no matter what. Help them find their own people. Don't give them a fish. Teach them how to fish. Help is not sheltering them from not building and really getting outside of their comfort zone. So I know we're waiting for Greg. So I was just writing down some notes because we were talking about what does help mean, helping someone in co-op life, really taking them by the hand and being that leader, being their mentor, being there for them through the ups and downs. Guys, this is the most incredible plan that you're ever going to see on this planet. But that does not mean it's going to be easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, again, but it's not easy. So
but it's still worth
someone,
it.
They need someone to be there for them. We don't just sign people up and just dump them in. We teach them, we walk with them, we help them. We have an amazing system. If you guys don't know, we have new member training on Wednesdays. Please get your people on that training because we're going to teach you everything step by step by step. I just am so fortunate to be asked to be on this call today. I absolutely love CoopLife, and Nalani and Bridget. They are the most amazing leaders. We are so fortunate that we have people like that, like these individuals to teach us. So follow the system. Don't go and try to do all these other things. Follow what we teach you because what we teach you works. So I just thought I would share that while we were waiting for Greg. I don't know if Nalani or Bridget want to impart some wisdom. Awesome.
That was great, Marshanda. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to talk over you, Miss Bridget.
No, they're fine. No, I just wanted to chime in with Marshanda. One of the things like she's saying, because we have such tremendous leadership like herself, here, like you, Nalani, and just so many people, we just have an opportunity to win. I was sharing with Greg, he was just explaining one day, just doing the overview, breaking down the numbers or whatever. And it literally brought tears to my eyes because we have been looking for something like this for like 20 years, where the average everyday person like myself could win at it. I'm a retired grandmother. I was laid off last year, like millions of other people. And so, I went on and retired because I was of age. And what I love about that is that we have seniors who just rock in this community. They're on the field, they're still swinging at the fence, they're in the game. We just have so many senior leaders that are out there helping the community to win. I think about Sarah Warren and Alan Delaney, Stephen, and my neighbor, Stephen Panina, and just there's so many. Minister Sonia down there with Elaine Gill in the Barbados. And these people have followed Greg's lead because Greg believes that if you want to make money with any endeavor, then you have to help other people make money. And this community I have seen does that better than any other program that I've ever been with, ever. This, to me, guys, is a movement with compassion. I know you hear me say that, and I've said that because I know that's true. Because, and I'm not going to preach, but in the Bible, when Jesus looked out over at the multitudes, it says he was moved with compassion. And he asked, what laborers are going to go out there into the harvest, because the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. And so this particular co-op life is built on give, share, receive. It's a spiritual principle. And if we don't go out here and share this, just like, and I've heard Marshanda say this before on the awesome new members training, is that someone believed and cared enough about you in order to share this with you. So how can we not share it with somebody else? because it all comes down to just caring. And that's the work. Like she said, it's simple. That really is all the work, is that we see it, you join, you register and join, and then you just share with any and everybody that you care about. Or even if you don't know them, you just care about people in general. This is something that you want to share with people and have them to be blessed. Like we have been tremendously blessed. We were blessed with, since January, we've been in this thing since January. And I was blessed to be able to help 2 at a time, people to receive about 17,000. With Crowd, I'm able to bless 10 people at a time, with the donations.
I am back.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
Hey, listen, y'all not going to keep me down. I don't know what you guys heard, but we're going to get back into this thing here. Hold on one second.
Fantastic.
Let me stop this here. Hold on one second.
Glad to have you back.
Glad to be back. I mean, I had my thing on do not disturb, and then I realized, my thing got stuck, but hold on one second. Can you give me real quick, when did you guys see me cut out?
The very beginning. We didn't hear anything.
Are you serious? Yeah. Wow.
That was your practice. Now you're all warmed up, so we're ready.
You guys don't even know I was on fire.
We could tell you were. We could tell. But we were like, it's coming, it's coming.
All right. So you guys heard the beginning before I shared my screen. Is that what you guys are saying to me?
Oh, yeah, we heard that part. But as soon as you went to share your screen, it was nothing.
Wow. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's roll.
My goodness. All right. Sorry about that, fam. But we're going to keep it rocking and rolling. You guys can see my screen, right? You guys can hear me?
You're good, and we can hear you. Let her rip.
Fantastic. Oh, you guys don't know. I was lathered up. I don't know if you guys can see the shine on my face, but I was talking about the whole idea of what we're getting ready to do with CoopCrowd in terms of unleashing human coordination potential because of the power of 3 friends. You guys have been hearing about us talking about 3 people, right? And that's not what this is all about. I was having some conversations with various leaders. I know I talked to Nalani, I talked to Dap Dunbar, Bridget, some other leaders, and I was sharing with them exactly what it is that makes CoopCrowd so unique. And what my hopes are for today is for each and every one of you on this line, if you can embrace what I'm sharing with you relative to the power of 3 friends. I'm talking about if money was no issue and you had all the time in the world and you took a trip around the world, who are those 3 to 5 people, all right, that you would want to accompany you on that? That is who I'm talking about. This is not about a sales gig or anything like that. This is about friends helping friends that become a family. We're a global community. We're a global family, and it's all about friends. And that's what it's all about. And we talk about human coordination. A lot of you may have heard about Reddit and the GameStop, whereby it was just a group of people because of blockchain technology, all right, and automation was able to make the nosebleed of billionaires as a consequence of a whole bunch of them in the ecosystem coordinating a plan of attack in order to monetize something. That's exactly what CoopCrowd is all about, you guys. I really want you guys to understand that there's never been anything like CoopCrowd before. And so let me go ahead and jump right into this thing. I was talking about we're in the shipping and receiving business. And so when we talk about relationships and friendships, this is in chronological order. And this is why you want to deal with friends first, not just people, random people, because in any relationship, before you become a friend, you have to relate with people. It's almost like dating. So you're in a relationshiping. Then it goes into friendshipping because you identify commonalities, things that you guys enjoy doing together. Then you go into partnershiping, then ultimately leadershiping. So I've signed up and enrolled people into CoopCrowd, and because they weren't friends, all right, they didn't really partner up the way in which I intended them to partner up. In relationshiping, it takes time. So a lot of you are slowing down the process here because you're not dealing with 3 to 5 good friends. This is not about sales. And so relationshiping to friendshipping, and for those of you that deal with your friendships, you're already halfway there because now you're going to your friends and talking about partnering for $1 a day for 84 days, showing them to a mathematical predictable outcome how to cover their monthly expenses. And then once they learn the CoopCrowd system, that's how they go into leadershiping. So this is all about friends introducing friends that become a global family. And that is what CoopCrowd is all about. And let me share with you guys why this is so powerful. I don't know, Nalani, let me know this. Did you hear when I was talking about the lady who had the restaurant in California?
Nope.
Okay,
we
great.
Didn't hear any of that.
Fantastic. Let me share this with you guys. It's powerful because I want you guys to understand why cooperatives are so doggone powerful and why CoopCrowd is changing and will continue to change the way in which people make money moving forward. So there's a young lady on the restaurant out in California. And so obviously out there, you cannot allow people into your restaurant, all right, unless they show proof of vaccination. So obviously her business suffered. People were just eating outside of her restaurant. So let me share with you what she did. What she did was she turned her restaurant into a private membership club. And she just charged her patrons $1 a month because now, because it's private, it's not necessarily subjected to public. That's why you have some parents that are putting their kids in private school versus public school. So unconsciously, she found a sidestep to create a cooperative, if you will, to keep her business afloat and keep her patrons happy as well. Now, I don't care what side of the fence you are on with that. I'm all about pro-choice, but I want you guys to understand that now more than ever, because of blockchain technology, automation, things of that nature, cooperatives are where it's at. That is where people are going to start making their money. So we're in the shipping and receiving business. So it's about leveraging our friendships in a benevolent way for win-win-win outcomes for everyone involved, okay? So it's about building a team. That's the name of the game. It's not about sales. It has nothing to do with how well you can speak, how well you can present, how well you can train. It's about building a team. And the best team is your friends. All right, that's your team. The people that you go to dinner with, the people that will come to your wedding, your bar mitzvah, whatever it is, that's where you want to start. And you want to show them a predictable plan. So a team is every member working together to reach the CoopCrowd goals and vision. And so what's the vision of CoopCrowd? Well, it's to help friends all over the world to live a debt-free, stress-free, and financially free lifestyle. That's the vision, people, to help friends all over the world to live a debt-free, stress-free, and financially free lifestyle, whereby we eradicate poverty on every level. That is our vision, and that's our goal as a company, okay? So what's a team? This is very, very important to understand, is that it's every player has to buy into this, all right? Every single one of you, you have to buy into this cooperative because it's all about cooperating in order to maximize this deal here. And so you have to buy into the system. What system are we talking about? We're talking about CoopCrowd. That's the system that we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. What's your 84? That is the system. You introduce 3 friends and you turn around and help them introduce 3 friends and teach them to do the exact same thing, and you're done, and you duplicate that process. And in 84 days with mathematical certainty, when that is done, because everyone's buying into this system, everyone has at least 3 friends that will rock with them, our lives can be radically different. I'm going to show you guys how that's done here momentarily. And then our principles. What are our principles? Our principles are very, very simple. They're the immutable laws of giving, sharing, and then receiving. That's the immutable laws. We give not only donations, but we give of our time and our energy. You guys are going to be hearing from a tremendous leader, a player within our global community that pulls no punches. She not only talks right, but she walks right. Marshonda Henderson, you guys are going to be hearing from her because she's an MVP player. So it's not just about donating, but it's about giving of your time and your energy and your effort as well. And once we do that, as long as each and every one of us do that, then multiplication takes over. And then not only that, synergy takes over. And what do I mean by synergy? You guys can look this up. Synergy is where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And what do I mean by that? Many years ago, when I was young, I had a friend of mine whose dad was, into, horse, I think they were dragging horse pulls, whatever the case may be. And so you have draft horses. And these draft horses, if you see them, I mean, these are huge, muscular horses. And so one draft horse can pull like about 8,000 pounds by itself. All right. So logically, you would think that, okay, well, if 2 draft horses came together and pulled, they can pull 16,000 pounds, because 8,000 is 16,000 pounds. So those kinds of things have been done over years to show the power of synergy. And when they put 2 draft horses together to pull, they were able to pull 24,000 pounds because of their synergy. But if they train together, like we're doing here in this locker room talk, buying into the system and the principles and not deviating one iota, they were able to pull over 32,000 pounds, those 2 horses. That is synergy. And that's what CoopCrowd has built into it. The magic of synergy, the magic of compounding interest that you and your 3 or more friends can benefit from. People, this is the real deal. Okay, so it has to be all about oneness. It has to be about us being on the same page. It's about having the same heartbeat when it comes to this. It's only one way. And I'm looking at my notes here. Only one way. It's the CoopCrowd way, or the highway. In charge, again, what I'm saying to my head and not my heart, it's not about dictatorship. I'm just telling you guys that in order to cooperate, in order to maximize what's innately in CoopCrowd, it has to be one way or the highway in order to get this thing done. And so here's what I can tell you. Here's what I know, that regardless of technology, regardless of the products, regardless of the economy, the politics, the fundamentals of building a successful company, they never change. They absolutely never change. It is building a team. It's about financial interdependence. When you see Elon Musk and you see Jeff Bezos, or you see anyone that you think is financially independent, they are financially interdependent, and they have a team of people around them that makes this thing go. You guys have heard me say this many times before. I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with people that make me look better than I really am. It really does take teamwork to make the dream work. It takes simply 3 friends who's down like 4 flat tires in order to make this thing happen for you. And so you guys need to start having these conversations, real conversations with your friends, not about what's on TV, not about the pandemic. All right. Change the narrative. Where are we going to be in a year? Where are we going to be in 3 years? Where's our family going to be? You want to talk to your friends about something that's big, that's massive, that's global, that has impact. So it's about building a coordinated team. All right. And when you do that, here's what happens. You have secure income. You have unlimited income potential. There is no cap. It's secure. Look at the people on this screen here. Look at their faces. Imagine that being you and your 3 friends, and then their 3 friends or more, and their 3 friends or more. This is the reality of CoopCrowd. This is why David Rosen is so passionate and never gave up. He sees this thing as clear as water, but he needs us to be the embodiment of what CoopCrowd is all about. So here are the qualities of the perfect co-op member. I want you guys, please write this down or take a screenshot here. All right. A best friend. And I put a best friend in quotations because don't take it as literal as that. Some of you, your mom is your best friend. Your dad is your best friend. Your aunt's your best friend. Maybe a coworker is your best friend, or a cousin's your best friend, but a best friend. I'm talking about a person or 3 or more people that if money was no option, time was no option, and you took a trip around the world for a year, you just unplugged. Who are those people that you would want to do that with? That's who you need to get in front of this. That's who you need to ride to the top with. They're good people. They're honest. They're loyal. And they're accountable. Isn't that what friends do? They're good people to you. They're honest. They're not going to tell you everything that you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to hear, and you respect their opinion. They're loyal. In time of need, they're there. You're there for them. They got your back, and you've got their back. That's what cooperatives are all about. And they're accountable. You can count on them. Each and every one of us have to be accountable. Showing up to the locker room talks, showing up to the overviews, making sure we empower 3 who teaches 3 friends, and duplicating the process. That's what it's all about. That's the qualities of a perfect member. All right. Now understand this. The other thing that you want to have is someone that's excited about our cause and our vision. They learn by doing. And here's what I want you guys to understand. A lot of you want to have a whole lot of knowledge. You understand the numbers. You understand how everything works. But I can guarantee you that most of you that have are W-2, you have a job, you don't have all the information of the books of said company that you work for. You make sure you go in, you clock in, you get your paycheck. That's all you care about. But really understanding the cadaver of how your said company works, most of you haven't taken the time to do that. But it's always interesting how we come over here and we want to understand every single thing. What I want you guys to really get is that your vision is going to be way more important than your knowledge. It's very, very important. And I'm going to prove it to you. Sometimes we do testimonials, right? And when we do the testimonials, that's like giving you knowledge. So we'll talk about, let's say like a Dab Dunbar who's made a raise over 6 figures, you know, or Thomas Dubois and Sarah Warren, who's raised close to 6 figures, or an Alani Rude who's raised 6 figures or more, and other people who's raised some money. So you get that knowledge, but that doesn't mean that you're going to raise that amount, does it? Now, it doesn't mean that you can't. Maybe you'll raise more. So what I want you guys to understand, your vision is way more important than your knowledge. Your vision should be, me and my friends, we're going over the top. Me and my friends, we're going to become smarter than money. Me and my friends are going to be debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. What does that look like to you? And this is a vehicle to get it done. And then learning by doing. It is so much easier to act into a new way of thinking than it is to think into a new way of acting. You know, a lot of times people want to be the smartest person in the room. I'm not interested in being the smartest person in the room. All right. I'm interested in wealth creation. I'm interested in my friends being wealthy. All right. Even Ford understood that. He didn't have to understand and know everything. He didn't have to be the smartest person in the room, but he surrounded himself with people that covered his blind spots. That is what cooperatives do. But you have to learn by doing. All right. Because if you want to understand everything before taking action, it's going to slow your process down. And then the law of diminishing intent is going to kick in for you and you'll drop out. OK. A perfect co-op member, they played on a team, meaning some of you may played sports. I mean, sports are a great way to understand teamwork and synergy and things of that nature. And for those of you that never played sports, your family is your team. Your friends is your team. They know how to compete. All right. They don't just quit and give up because they hear a no or two. They compete. They're grimy. OK, they're tough people as well. Life is not always easy, but it is simple once you understand some things. But you got to be tough out here in this world and you got to compete. You don't just throw in the towel and give up. All right. This is the magic. This is the dream we're experiencing right now. I know there's a lot of things that's going on, around the world because of COVID and things of that nature. But I also want you guys to understand this, is that anytime you see a huge transition taking place in humanity, there's also a seed of tremendous opportunity. We're also in the beginning of the greatest transference of wealth in human history. And guess what? CoopCrowd is at the tip of the spear of that, because cooperatives are where it's going to be. Blockchain is where it's going to be. Cryptocurrency is where it's going to be. You guys are in the pole position of the way in which people are going to receive money moving forward. So also have lots of want to, meaning they want to help out. As we're building this company, we're building this business, they want to pick up a hammer and put some nails in. They want to put up a stud. They want to pick up a paintbrush. They want to help. You guys are going to be hearing from someone that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, Marshonda Henderson. She has a lot of want to in order to move the needle for CoopCrowd. All right. So that's what it's all about. Now, here's what I want you guys to understand. Notice I didn't say anything. I didn't say they had to be a good salesperson. I didn't say they had to be a good speaker. I didn't say they had to be a good recruiter. I didn't say they had to be a CEO or MBA. All right. All right. Share with you the simple things that they have to be, because here's one thing I can do. I can teach you guys or coach you guys how to recruit, because a lot of people want to know the how-tos versus the why-to. All right. The vision is the why. The knowledge is the how. But always remember this, team, family, is right, is that the people that know how, they work for people that know why. All right. Everyone on this line, you guys need to understand your why, your vision to be debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. The how-tos are built in the automation and the simplicity of CoopCrowd. I want you guys to understand that. Here's one thing I know that I can't teach or coach. I can't coach a person to go from a dud to a stud. I can't coach honesty. I can't coach or teach, loyalty. I can't even coach a positive outlook on life. I can't do that. You have to have that. All right. There's nothing that anyone else can do. That's something that you have to do. But everyone can be excited about our cause. Everyone can learn by doing, being a team player, being accountable, and being loyal as well. So here's what we need to do. All right, let me see what time it is. Okay. Here's what we need to do, you guys. I want to break this thing down for each and every one of you. So really pull in here. You guys pretty much know this, but we need to understand this, the simplicity of it. Number one's already been done in these 3 steps here. Give a donation of $84, become an active donor for 84 days. Number 2, share with 3 best friends who become active donors for a one-time donation of $84 or $1 a day for 84 days. And then number 3, when you teach your 3 friends to help their 3 best friends make a one-time donation for $84 a day. Now, when that happens, obviously you guys know when you help 3, your monthly subscription is free. And I want to make you guys understand this. We're not just saying it's free, it's taking out of your digital wallet automatically. So what ends up happening is that you accumulate enough in donations that then your digital wallet will then take out your monthly subscription. But once you have 3 or more, your monthly donation is free. Plus, once you're 3 help 3, it unlocks your unlimited bonuses. So let's go ahead and break this thing down here real quickly. I want you guys to understand this, how quickly this can happen with you and some friends. All right. We're talking 72 hours. I know it's what you're 84, but money loves speed. I want you guys to really pull in here. 3 best friends. All right. So in days 1 through 3, you have 3 friends, $26 a month residually. Every 28 days, your monthly donation is covered, right? In days 4 through 6, you help your 3 friends help 3 friends at $1 a day. Now you have $38 a month residually, but you've unlocked the unlimited bonuses. Okay. Let's move on a little bit further. In 2 weeks, I want you guys to think about this. In 2 weeks, you can be at $326 per month in residual donations, but your digital wallet will then automatically upgrade you to the $250 matrix where you 10x your donations. So in other words, your team of donors, once you go ahead and upgrade automatically, it's not something you have to do manually. Your 3 will follow you. Your 3 more will follow you automatically in the upgrade, and instantaneously that $26, you maintain that $26 for your first 3 on your 25, but you also have a $250 matrix where you're now doing $260, okay, per month in residual donations. So these 2 matrices, they work separately, independently, but simultaneously at the same time. All right. But you still continue to duplicate 3 friends helping 3 friends. So in 24 days, all right, in perfect duplication, 3 best friends who help 3 best friends, you're at $6,748 per month. That's helping 90% of the global population cover their monthly expenses at $6,700 per month. Now check this out. 3 days after you hit that 6,700, your 3 best friends are at 6,748. 3 days after them, then all of their friends at 6,748. Then 3 days after that, their friends. Do you guys understand what we're doing here? Follow the yellow brick road. And you duplicate that within 30 days, you can be at over 6 figures a month residually. And I'm not even talking about the unlimited bonuses because some of you can't comprehend that at this moment in time. I want you guys to understand it's not just about you. All right. We're talking about you cross that finish line. When we talk about see you over the top, that's about being on the other side of money, where you're not worried about your bills. You're debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. But 3 days after you cross your threshold, your 3 to 5 best friends, they cross that threshold with you. And then your 3 to 5 best friends cross that threshold with them as well. Do you guys realize in a perfect world scenario, you look at this number down here at the bottom, I got to move my thing out of the way. It's over 88,572 people, right? Think about this. In a perfect world scenario, can you imagine that 3 days after 3 days, 3 days after, and more that duplicated, you have 88,572 people that are at over 6 figures in residual donations? There's never been a company that is going to have the amount of success stories that CoopCrowd has. I'm here to tell you guys that. And you guys are a part of this history that we're making right now. 3 best friends. That's all you need. Okay. Now let's move forward here. So you guys know this 50%, if you got it half wrong, that's over 71,000. 80% wrong, 20% right. That's still over $28,000 per month in residual donations. 90% wrong, 10% right. That's over $14,000 in residual donations. Plus, don't forget that in the $250 matrix, because that's going to automatically happen for each and every one of you, if you only got that 10% right, that's over $142,000 in residual donations. I hope you guys are starting to see it. We have all green lights here. This is simply a choice and not a chance. I want to repeat that to each and every one of you. What we're doing is simply a choice and not a chance. You can go ahead and take a chance and put your money in the lottery. You can go ahead and take a chance and gamble. You can go ahead and take a chance and put it in the stock market. Or you can go ahead and choose with 3 best friends to get over on the other side of money in a mathematically predictable outcome and way. So this is where my passion and my fire comes from. I want you guys to understand the power of 3 friends works. We're unleashing human coordination potential. We're doing crowdfunding as a strategy and not for tragedy. And for those of you that, may question, I want you guys to think about that. What do you think taxes are? Taxes are nothing but crowdfunding, and it supports the livelihood of politicians from our tax dollars. Tithing is crowdfunding. So it's okay to do it as a strategy. And that's exactly what we're doing here with CoopCrowd. So I am over the moon excited, you guys. And I want to play this short video that we played, okay, on the launch. This is about 9/11 CoopCrowd style. And this is what we're all about here, showing people how to become debt-free, stress-free, and financially free as well.
We use CoopCrowd because we help each other.
That's what we do. We fund one another.
We each raise funds for something bigger.
It's time we raise funds for equality.
It's time we raise funds for sustainability.
It's time we raise funds for equal access, opportunities, and representation.
Cooperatively, we are stronger. But it's up to us to ensure the change is for the better.
Working together to fund all the right causes.
And we can help fund them through CoopCrowd.
If we each do a little,
we can all receive a lot.
Cooperative crowdfunding. We fund one and we fund all.
Awesome. And let me tell you guys, I had planned on having Ms. Bridget Copeland Harris share her testimony. I'm sure that she probably already did do that. But I want you guys to know this is that she's one of my dearest friends. And to see one of my dearest friends in a position that she is financially, I'm here to tell you that it works. But she also introduced another dear friend of mine, Ursula Gaynor, who's also winning, who introduced another dear friend of mine, who's her sister, Lita, and then Vielka Finlater, who introduced another dear friend of mine, Nalani, who's winning. You guys can't tell us nothing. We're here to tell you that this is a choice and not a chance. Aren't you guys excited about what we got going on here? I'm telling you guys, this is the holy grail of opportunity. And here's what I want to do. I want to introduce someone that is an MVP in our global community. What we're going to begin to start doing on our locker room talks is really highlighting people that not only talk right, but walk right. They pick up a hammer, they pick up a brush. This young lady is amazing. All right. She pulls off, we have new member orientations that she's not even scheduled to do. And she's like living her life. She's pulled off on the side of the road whenever there's been technical difficulties to step up because she wants to help move the needle forward. I saw something, she doesn't know this. I saw something on her Facebook page back in 2013, and she had this dream board. And she talked about how she wanted to be dynamic. She wanted to be a giver. She wanted to change the world. She's an amazing auntie as well. I have all the respect in the world for this young lady, and I want to highlight her and salute her. And there's many others that we can. You're going to be hearing from a lot of people around the globe. But Marshonda Henderson, you are the MVP this week. We appreciate all that you do for our global community. You are a bona fide leader as well. So you guys can still hear me, right? I want to make sure you guys can. I want to go ahead and unmute. I want you guys to hear from Marshonda Henderson. How are you doing, sister?
I'm blessed and humbled. Thank you so much for this awesome opportunity to speak to our family. Hello, everyone. Again, this is it's wonderful to be here, but it's not really about me. It's about the team of people that, just like you said, that we surround ourselves with. I'm so fortunate. I have amazing leaders like you guys that, like I said earlier, when you were gone, Greg, I did have an opportunity to speak to everyone. And, you know, you can't fail with this thing. It's so amazing if you just follow the leaders that are in front of you. I mean, Miss Marsha Hadley, Miss Phyllis Jones, you know, Denise Herndon, people that I work with every day that are they're just incredible. So I appreciate the acknowledgement, but it's really the team that's around me.
Absolutely. Well, I know how humble you are, but we're not going to let you just get off. I don't know what you shared or with everybody while I was gone, but I understand that it takes teamwork to make the dream work. And I just want to ask you a couple questions. What attracted you to CoopLife in the first place?
Well, quite honestly, I have been in the personal development field, and we were kind of shut down because because I travel all over the world, all to every continent that there is, and we do live events. And really my income had slowed way down because there was no live events. You couldn't do anything in person. So when Miss Marsha called me and shared this with me, I said, this is it. And you know how you get a feeling, guys, because I've tried everything. Believe me, I've tried a lot of things. So for those of you that are here and you said, oh, I tried that, don't give up. Do not give up. But just when I saw this and I saw the team and how people supported each other and work, I just knew in my whole being that this was the right one. And I'm so happy and fortunate because it is. It's just when you know what you know, it's like, you know, God speaks to you through this opportunity. And I don't, like Bridget said, we don't want to preach, but you just know it's a God thing. It really is.
Absolutely. And now you're from Pittsburgh, right?
That's right. Steelers, baby.
Now, see, here's the thing I want you guys to understand. I'm an avid Dallas Cowboys fan. Typically, I have an aversion to Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but I'm going to give you a pass because you're just so doggone special. You're going to start making me look at the Steelers a little bit differently just simply because it's you. But let me ask you this real quickly. What's your 84?
My 84 is it's $10,800. And it's also helping. I really want to help at least 10 other people reach their 84. Really, helping them is going to help me. I just love seeing other people win. I don't, you know.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I just want you to know that it's not much, and we're going to be doing some more things. I'm going to be talking to David, but I want to personally, as a thank you to you, is I want to go ahead and I want to send you a token so that you can go ahead and bless another best friend, whoever, to go ahead and get involved inside of CoopCrowd, because I mean, you honestly deserve it and you are such a blessing. So I'm going to go ahead and send you a token to bless a good friend as well.
I can't believe you do that because today we're doing a VBR, and that's what I just told my team. Hey, when 10 people show up, I'm going to pay for somebody else. So there it is. That's from Uncle Greg, everybody.
You got it
so much. That's
you got
awesome.
It. Appreciate you so much. And team, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm telling you, I was having a ball with myself for about 5 minutes. I can tell. I mean, I was excited and lathered up, but I hope that you guys got something out of today's call. This is a choice and not a chance. Find and talk today. Talk to 3 to 5 of your best friends. Have a sit down with them. Have a real conversation. Don't joke around. Like, look, there's something that we need to do together. We have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. In 84 days, our lives can be totally different as a consequence of CoopCrowd. So listen, what I want to do is, does anybody, Nalani, Bridget, anybody else have any last minute things they want to say? Because I didn't hear what you guys shared before. So is there anything that you guys want to share?
Well, Greg, I do have to leave because of Q&A. So I just want to say thank you so much. Love you. You know, I love you dearly. Thank you, ladies. Marshonda said a lot while you were gone. She just took over the leadership call.
That's what I'm talking about.
All kinds of pearls of wisdom, you know.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
She did her.
Fantastic.
So anyway, bye guys. I'm sorry. See you on another call.
Sounds good. Hey, you guys, once again, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But as I always end every single one of the trainings and locker room talks, we're not just going to see you guys at the top. We're going to see each and every one of you and your 3 or more friends over the top. God bless you guys. Let's rock. Have a great weekend.